Hey Mike, so I was looking at the Nvidia play here. I got it here on a 5 minute time frame, so this is the time frame I would use if I'm scalping. Doesn't mean it'll work for you or anyone, right? Like, people have their own strategy. I'm just telling you what I use, and then the 10 I use the 10 SMA and MACD, right? That's I keep it simple, but just looking at the short here of what you're trying to do, right? And I just figured this would be valuable to just kind of point out. When taking on a trade, you just got to think what other people or what most people would be thinking in that moment, right? You placed a trade, where was it, like 404, right? Down in this area. But looking back, you've already missed this move. So anyone that got in short, anyone that sold up here, looking to get back in or cover their shorts, right? They're looking, shorts are kind of looking, okay, if this breaks, we should get more follow through. But if it doesn't break, I need to get out, right? Whereas you were starting in short here. So you've already missed the move. You missed that ride, right? So your risk is a lot higher down here. So looking at it, just kind of looking at it and seeing how the momentum shifts, how they play the game, is very key. The way I would have looked at this, and of course it's 2020. Hindsight's always 2020, but hopefully it's helpful. If I was going to short, I would wait for a break in momentum, right? You get in this upswing here up to like near 413, 412, right? I'm looking at a break at a 10 SMA. When we made new highs, MACD is kind of getting bearish, right? So I'm like, okay, this could be a time to put on a short. Confirmation down here when we break, retest. This is where you can add, and then you ride the short down, right? Cover, that could be your stop loss here. Break above the 10 SMA, we're getting bullish MACD, it's time to get out, right? So not a very big, for me, it probably wouldn't have been a big trade, but that's the way I would think about it. And, if I was looking for that continuation under 400, right? If this would have broke, yes, you should have got some sort of flush, right? People panicking, shorts piling in, right? So, but it didn't break, it reversed. So it was time to get out, which you did. You got out, I think, like 409, right? You gave it a little bit of time, but yeah, so that's just kind of think of it in that mindset of, okay, what has everyone that's been in the trade experiencing before I'm thinking to get in, right? And what is most likely to happen? What are people expecting to happen? What are the odds of me taking this trade here? What's the risk to the downside, right? Or for you to the upside, what's the risk up here if you're short? And just taking that into account and develop that kind of, the more you play with it and put in the reps, keep trading, just trade it often and just keep it small, and just get the reps in, right? And then from there, you'll develop an intuition. You'll start understanding and reading the order flow, looking at volume, right? And then you'll develop something that will work for you. It won't even be this, right? This is just what works for me. But you could have different MA, moving averages. You could use RSI, whatever helps you find your edge. And your edge is just something that fits your personality, right? As a trader. So that's why it's always different for other people. People that, promote their own strategy to other traders, it never works, because it's kind of like taking that custom tailored suit and giving it to someone. You're taking your own custom tailored suit and you're saying, giving it to someone, say, here, put this on. It's the best suit ever, right? And then they put it on, of course, they're a different body frame. They have longer arms, shorter legs, right? So it doesn't fit them. And they're like, man, this thing doesn't fit, right? So you got to get your own tailored suit. And the only way to get your own tailored suit is to go to the tailor yourself and find your fit, right? That fits you and only you, right? And that's how you got to look at trading, right? You develop your own edge, what fits you, what fits your personality, what fits your life, you know, when you can trade, right? You base a strategy around that, like your time frame based around, you know, like you're working during the day, right? So maybe not something that requires very active management, right? Maybe a little bit of a more zoomed out approach, you know, maybe an hour time frame or 2 hour time frame, you know, whatever, like 4 hour time frame daily, right? So that's where you start playing with it, right? And figuring out, okay, oh, this works for me. It's easier. I can be more relaxed. You want to be relaxed when you're trading, right? As much as possible. You know, there'll be times it'll be stressful, but you know, that's how you got to approach it. And hopefully that helps, man. All right. Keeping it short.